Welcome back to Season's Turn. This is year 2, week 21? Week 21. Yes, it's the last week of winter. Yes, I know we're behind. That's okay. I don't know what we're tower. That's what we're doing today. Me walking out the door. I don't know what we're doing today. Me before I even finish saying that sentence. Tower. I've got to deal with this. Pockets. I got to deal with pockets first. I'm fine. I forgot we ended so late last week because I was rushing out. I didn't. I'm fine. I don't think I started my recording. I know I didn't start my music. What's wrong with me today? I did not start my recording. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Now it's recording. Fantastic. Okay. We're gonna have to do that again. And back into the game. Turn on my music. There we go. So once again, welcome back to Season's Turn, Year 2, Week 21. I didn't forget to start my recording. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, I just did it again. We're gonna empty my pockets because we finished in a rush last week. I'm not okay. Don't let anyone ever tell you that I'm actually okay, because I'm not. I'm a disaster. A fantastic disaster, but still a disaster. Why do I not have a spot for a block? And I've been told it's pronounced basalt. I don't like that. I don't like that even a little bit. In my brain, that is verb coded. Oh, let's pull my right windows back up for the other screen. That got covered up by OBS. Yeah, let me just say the same thing a million times over. We're just gonna pop this debris in here because we don't quite have enough. That is my pocket dealt with. Hey, Gladdy! Lurking is totally valid. Never gonna complain about my lurkers. I'm gonna complain about my pockets because I'm a disaster. But never about my lurkers. You're very nice. Oh. I forgot I just jammed things in whatever shulkers I had on hand. And hey, coming in late means you missed me forgetting to start my recording. Which is fantastic. Truly, I am a genius. I need another shulker for netherrack. I'm gonna need to stop picking up netherrack because I'm not gonna have the shulkers to spare. If it comes down to it, I might make another trip at the end of this year. So just make it like a yearly tradition to go to the end and do some end busting. I think that would be a good balance between not leaving the valley too often, but also not saying I'm never gonna have all the shulkers I need. I don't really want to make a shulker farm like I did on KE. That feels extremely unnecessary for the scale of a project. Although with how much of a hoarder I am, it might be a little less excessive than I want to think it is. Also, it would take a lot of time to put that farm together. Well, who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just build it in the end. Why did I go? I'm not okay. Okay. We're gonna work on this tower some more, so I need to go and get myself some stone brick. Hello. I am telling you to run. I will gladly take that. Because if I want to do obsidian-filled walls, which I really do now that I've had the idea, I'm either going to need the world's best lava farm or 1,000,001 trips to the nether. I would rather do the world's best lava farm. Okay, should. Oh, I was in such a rush, I never changed back. That's what's happening. Okay, we're gonna change into my leather armor. You know, winter is rude and all that. Goal for this year is get a good set of enchanted leather armor. Because none of this is enchanted. That is not a goal for today. I have other priorities today. Alright, we are gonna actually go try and work on this tower some more. So I think we talked about this last week. I think that second section needs to come down like 8 blocks at least. Let's try that and see. I have scaffolding, right? I have scaffolding, so I can stop throwing myself into the side of this tower. I didn't know. Yeah, no. Scaffolding. I thought it. Nope, it was the second section. Yeah, it's the first section. Second section. Yeah. Let's try taking this one. And for once, I like eaten before stream. I've all of that. I've been productive today, and it's weird. Spent like an hour and a half separating out a whole bunch of meat into individual meal portions. I've discovered the secret to me actually doing that is to do it as soon as I get groceries. Like, don't put it in the fridge. Okay, so the first section I think needs to come down a block or two. Okay, from there, we move everything down like 2 blocks. Give that a... I've never built a tower before, can you tell? Well, not really. I think I've built one before, but it was a very basic tower that didn't really change width. And that was like a year ago in a world I haven't been on in months. I'm fine. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Down a level. This needs to... No mods had better drop away. Hear me? You hear me? Good. Anyway, yes, once again, Blink goes quiet because they're trying to figure out how to build. It's like a specialty of mine at this point. Stairs. And I'm gonna come at this thing with a bunch of walls as well, but I don't want to do that before I get the structure finished. Hey, Riley. Yeah, that's totally valid. I get life happens. Oh gosh, darn it, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, now it's a scaffolding hunt. Yeah, I imagine you would need a break in the middle of a 7.5-hour video? I think that's about how long it was. Yeah, that's the kind of thing you definitely need breaks from in the middle. I might have to give it a look when I've got 8 hours to spare. Ooh, yeah. That's gonna be good. I didn't see anything inside the door. Hey, hello, sir. I don't have my crossbow or any way to get my crossbow. That's water. Who invented nighttime? I would like to extend a complaint to, yeah. Oh, it is day 2. That's a creeper. Yeah, this is fine. hello to yourself, buddy. Love collection. Excuse you, game. I did not tell you to click out of the game. Thank you very much. Sometimes it just decides I wanted it to minimize when I really, really didn't. Oh. I am building a tower, which is a combination quick path up to the portal to the nether roof, and watchtower for this part of the valley. So as soon as I'm done ripping out this wall, I will go give you a good look around. Creepers hanging out over here waiting to blow up on me unexpectedly? No? Clearly, when I start building, my entire brain turns off and I stop saying words, which is unfortunate given the amount of building that goes into this valley. Let me just get these three, this section of blocks back in. Okay, so pick this stuff back up. So there is our regular nether portal that just leads into the main area of the nether. All the way up there. That's our portal that leads to the nether roof. And if you see this winding little bit of cobble all the way up there, that's going to get expanded into a regular path up here. Like a carved into the mountainside path. Because I think those are super neat. Like this. But that is really slow. So it's really going to be more aesthetic than anything. Like, you can use it, it'll be functional, but the intent is pretty. So this bridge, well, will be a bridge, leads into the bottom half of this tower, which is going to have bubble elevators up and down for quick access. And then we have the second half of the tower, which does not connect to the bottom half of the tower at all. You cannot go from the top to the bottom or the bottom to the top. They just share the same structure, which is part of this wall, this outer wall structure. There may be creepers up here, so I gotta be careful. So this is the wall guideline. And around the valley, I've got various watchtowers, as well as regular towers, but the watchtowers are taller. And this is a watchtower for this section of the valley. Did I update my map with the I didn't need to use a rocket. I could have just glided with the wall designs. I don't remember. Let's check. I did. You can kind of follow barely because it's just a line of cobble at the moment. You can kind of follow, and some of it's been snowed over, the line of the wall around the back. Oh, so the nether in the overworld here and in the end, you can see there's just sky. You can go all the way up. There is no upper limit. You can go thousands and thousands and thousands of blocks up. The nether has a bedrock ceiling. So the overworld has a bedrock base where there's a layer of blocks you cannot break, and underneath that is just nothingness. The end doesn't have the floor. It just has a void, which is, why it's terrifying. The nether has both a bedrock floor and a bedrock ceiling. And you weren't originally supposed to be able to get on top of the nether ceiling, but thanks to a glitch, you can in Java Edition. Well, you can get up there in bedrock, but you can't build anything, so you're stuck there forever until you die. But so this is the nether roof. It's just this everywhere. The only things that naturally spawn up here are mushrooms. Yeah, it really is. Why can I not run? Hello. I'm too cold to run. I have to go warm up. Yeah, mushrooms are the only thing that naturally spawn up here. Because nothing can spawn on top of bedrock. If you put blocks up here, mobs can spawn. That's why, yeah, I know, guys, I'm not wearing my gold boots. Chill. That's why, like, the top of my nether portal over there is slabbed, because mobs can't spawn on top of slabs. But it makes it really, really good for gold farms. Because, if you make it high enough, there's literally nowhere for things to spawn except on those blocks that you've placed. Like, even below the ceiling they can't spawn because you're too far away. So you'll usually see things like gold farms built up on the nether roof because it's more efficient. Yeah. Yeah. I need to write a horror story about being stuck on the nether roof at this point, I think. It's like the perfect horror setting because there's just nothing. I did actually read a thing once about somebody spawning stuck on the nether roof. Like a fiction story, not like a this actually happened kind of deal. Yeah. Love it, though. Valid, though. They appear to have made a mistake somewhere in here. Yes, okay. Yeah. I mean, hey, if you like it. Can I stop falling out the tower, please? That'd be nice. Okay. Listen. Listen. Okay, yeah, I definitely misinterpreted the pattern at some point. Dude, really? Really? This is a conspiracy. But yeah, sorry about the only interesting thing that happens when I try to build is me falling off of the building. Are you kidding me? Ooh. Sounds fun. Hey, really, dude? Really? You guys are pathetic. Like, it's almost endearing how pathetic those guys are. Almost. Yeah. Those are always fun. I want to do something like that, but I've never quite committed to one. Yeah, let me just throw my pickaxe. That's a great idea then. Now we need to head down a level. Get these stairs. Understandable. Wait a minute. Where did I miss this? Oh, it's because the one side is only 4 long now. Oh, that looks much better. The bottommost one still might need to come down a block or two, but we'll wait and see how it looks after I get the rest of the tower in. Okay, guys, can I work, please? Do you mind? Okay, apparently I have to go warm up before I can run. So let's go do that before I lose my mind. Oh, well, right now I can't run because of this. But I think the cold is over. Yeah, it's the cold that's preventing me from running than water would have. But thank you. It is a lot of watching Gladdy and a lot of vaguely thinking about how circles work in Minecraft. Oh, it's day 3. I didn't notice because of the snow. It's day 3. Can I warm up, please? Don't tell me the temperature. Yeah, I just took a little nap to make sure I didn't get any phantoms. Why does it take so long to warm up? I've got work to do. This is rude. You know what? Can I run? Good enough for me. And out we go. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is, first of all, rescue this one little bit of scaffolding before I forget it's there. The next thing we're gonna do is take this, next layer all the way up. Yeah! Okay, that was almost very bad. We're fine. I don't have feather falling on these boots. Yeah, we're gonna take this layer all the way up. I need to remember to leave a doorway there. Okay, as inconvenient as it can be, I love the look of the snow. I'm kind of impressed that even with leather, Pixel Me can stand to be out in this. And I'm just going to say up front, I do not know how to do a tower roof, so I'm not even going to try to do that today. I'm going to leave it be, and I will try to research things between weeks, so we can do the roof next week. Oh my gosh, I've just had a thought. Since the top and bottom can't reach each other, either we have a really, really tall room for no reason, or we've got space to play with between levels. Because the watchtower section, that's the level you walk in on. So consider a little apartment in the space between, for the person who's on watch. See, I'm usually of the opinion that you can never have too much storage space. But if it was ever possible to have too much storage space, I've done it in this world. Because listen. You see that building there? That building exists to store logs and planks. That building next to it? That building exists to store different types of stone. And not even all the types of stone. There's another structure back there that holds other types of stone. So each of these buildings is dedicated storage for a particular subset of items. So, if it were ever possible to have too much storage space, I've done it. Okay. So here is where it would turn into the roof. So we're going to leave it for today. I do want to... Yeah. Okay. Well, if my feet hadn't touched down and then sent me flying, that would be nice. Yeah. Oh, it's still too high on this side. Or it's too low on this side? Let's take a good look. Both. It's too high on this side and too low on that side. No! Gosh darn it! I knew that was gonna happen as soon as I touched the scaffolding. This is fine. We're fine. Just gotta get my leather back on before I freeze. think I want to take this up 2 blocks over here and down 2 blocks over there. Yeah, that's a great one. Three blocks over here. Reasons why I love scaffolding. Exactly what I'm doing right this instant. Also, it pairs super well with collection. Oh boy. Oh, this side doesn't even have the rise. Yep. It did, I'm just dumb. And I have to rip this all back out. To whatever level I don't remember it was before. Presumably here. Said lightheartedly, I recognize I'm very clever, but I also have my moments. Oh, poor kitty cat. Make up your mind, babe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me just rip the ground out from under my feet. I'm fine. Okay, I'm just clumsy all around today. Here we go. Okay, this is what I was trying to do when I was saying there was one thing I wanted to do. Level with this. Mark off where this floor would be. For this ceiling. Yeah, the snow, when it's actually like it having a snowstorm with this shader pack especially, and with the seasons mod, it looks gorgeous. So yeah, we've got this much space to play with as a residential area for whoever is assigned to this watchtower. Alright. Don't be dumb, blank. Don't die again. Day. Don't need that. Okay. Okay. Safely back on the... Let's go for a fly again and take one more look at this tower. I feel like the second and third sections could come up a little bit more. The tall point is just too tall. Maybe 5 and 2? We take the third section up 5 and the second section up 2. Me. Lower all the sections. Me. Now take the sections back up higher. That's what I get for making decisions before I have the full height context. That was not 5. I took that out 2 blocks. Ah, yes, of course. It is day 4. There is a sound effect in this song that sounds like a skeleton rattling, and it catching me off guard every single time. Maybe once I get this last section and I can finally stop fiddling with the tower section heights. Like, why are towers this fiddly? I mean, I guess everything is fiddly. I've just internalized the fiddle on a bunch of things, but not towers. Internalize the fiddle is not a phrase I figured I would say, but it makes sense in context, I guess. Does it? It makes sense to me. All right, moment of truth. I do like that, although I think, again, third section could go up another block or two. Wall again. Don't need that in your life today. No creepers, you hear me? Not a one. Okay, I think I've finally got it. I would say the bottom section might need to come down a block or two. But from where you're going to see it in most of the valley, a good chunk of the bottom is blocked off, so it looks better the height it's at. It's only when you get up close that it's a little bit questionable. But terraforming may even out the bottom of these anyway. So oh gosh. I love scaffolding, but sometimes I hate scaffolding. Alright, that's the main part of the tower done. Like I said, I'm gonna go after those corners with walls to smooth it out a little more. And I'm gonna do some texturing, and obviously there's gonna be a roof. Might put some windows into this lower part. But that's the shape of the tower done. And honestly, I like it. I like it a lot. I will probably end up replicating it for all the other watchtowers. And oh my gosh, can we take a second to just appreciate the silhouette here with things just fading in from the distance? And how it'll look once the walls and towers are complete. It's just gorgeous. Like, that's the outline for the wall. There's one section of wall I was actually working on. Fun fact, I have no familiarity with that other than Don't Laugh. The movie. The movie's the only thing I have that I know about that. Why did I come in? I didn't want to come in. So, infamous in a good way? Ah. Oh, that's neat. Ah, yeah. Yeah, that'd do it. find refills. And then figure out what the heck we're gonna do for the rest of this week. Guess we could keep working on the masons. I completely ran out of mental energy for building last week. But we were making good progress on the build before then. What's left to figure out for the decorative part of this? Gotta get the walls in here. This remains one of my favorite little sections where it's little bits of clean and dirty glass and broken with little bits of with little bits of snow that have blown through the holes in the window. Gotta get the walls up here. And I gotta get the roof and walls of the store. Is that what I want to do, though? I don't know that it is. Mostly because I would need a lot more spruce. And that would mean going to harvest more spruce. Because it's winter, so I can't grow any. So I would have to go harvest from the forest. And I don't really want to do that. Oh. You never know. Yes. Yeah, it's actually modeled after my the to-do list board is actually modeled after my sticky notes on the wall that are my real life to-do list. But yeah, that is a small portion of my to-do list. That's the current tasks. My actual to-do lists are written out in my book and they're much longer. No. And here I was hoping that putting the lava source directly into a water source would turn it into obsidian. Alas, it does not, which is quite... We've hit the phase where I can't figure out what to do, so I just run around in circles and look at things. It's a very common stage. Honestly, posters on the wall aren't even ideal for me. Back when I was in a dorm where I had a 2-level desk where the desk had a built-in shelf, I would stick my sticky notes to that shelf so they'd be right in front of my face. And they had to be like color coordinated for class, or in this case, project. And they had to be in the order they were due. And they'd have the day they were due written on them, and that was the only way I could get anything done on time. But now my desk doesn't have a shelf, and the wall behind me is too far away. Or the wall behind the desk is too far away. So they're off to the side, which is not ideal. Yeah, see, that's all the spruce I've got. That's not enough. Yeah, see, that's why I feel like I would only be able to effectively function either within academic circles, like teaching, or like completely independent where I set my own deadlines and they don't change. Because I can't do the shifting deadlines. It drives me crazy. Okay, what the heck am I gonna work on? I'm so not okay right now. What am I doing? I mean, I guess I could put the actual bubble figures in. So we would need. Yeah, so I can't really figure out a buildy type project that my brain will focus on today, which is so rude. Um, so I'm gonna try and first of all finish with this tower by clearing out the inside and putting the walls in. Because it didn't occur to me that, just because you can't see it from the outside doesn't mean you can't see it from the inside. I know exactly what floor this is going to be, but I'm going to fill it in level with grass for now. Well, grass and dirt. Oh, it's day 5. I need to pay more attention to the time. I'm fine. We just gotta finish clearing this out. And, bringing the walls down to level. Thank you, notifications. Could you go away while I'm trying to stream? Thank you. Yeah, sorry, I'm doing the thing again where I'm building, so I go quiet. Yeah, I want to get this. This is apparently all I can focus on. So I want to get this in. I recognize there's nothing inherently wrong with it, but it doesn't meet my goals for myself as a streamer. So I'm trying to talk. Also, if I'm not talking, it's a lot harder to edit into a video later. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Okay, so we gotta get this finished. You'd think I would learn to, not forget about the interiors. But, spoilers, I did not forget to, I did not remember to remember the interiors. Okay. Once we finish getting this interior out, we're gonna mark out spots for the bubble vaders. And decide what I want to contain them. Oh, that'd be fun, yeah. You might later in this series then, whenever I get around to actually doing the interior decorating of the buildings. Like, not just putting the structure in, but like the actual decoration. Because, like this is not going to stay like this forever. And especially, an Enderman has been. Thank you, friend. Especially like this up here. Because like, this is a living room. Somewhere in here is like at least one bedroom. Probably two if I can make them fit. This down here is, I think, a shop area. I think this was the actual, like, shop. Like, store. This out here is more of a shop in the sense of, like, a workroom. Like a wood shop. Which is actually why it's designed the way it is, so wind can be used to clear it out really easily. That's why it's so open and broad. And none of the other buildings really have that design. Alright, let's go keep working on this. That building there, where you can see the floor plan kind of laid out. Oh, come on, really? This is going to be really fun for an interior standpoint. Because this is a school. Yeah, it's when I talk about how big this project is, that's the kind of stuff I mean. And even better is that this level of detail is not even the amount I'm talking about when I talk about Skyblank. And that's on a much bigger scale. That's why I keep saying that Skyblank would be such a huge project. Like I've said before, this has already been over a year. Granted, that's because I only play 1 week every week. But I've said before that I would not be surprised if Skyblank ended up being like a decade-long project. Because this is a little bitty town. That is an entire city meant to be built to even more detail than this. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Yeah. I think I've mentioned before that I had planned on grad school. Ended up not getting into anything this year because, I'm pretty sure a lot of it is because I didn't, um, get to actually do much in my field because I kept getting sick. And because I got sick and had all these health issues. So I have basically nothing on my CV. So part of my plan for this year is do some things, get some stuff on your CV. Specifically, like publishing. I'm really gonna push and try and get some stuff published this year. How? And like, I mentioned before, I get to offer a creative writing class. I don't know if anyone will take it because I don't know how much interest there will be. It's too early to say, but I get to offer a creative writing class and I get to build a curriculum for it. Can I stop falling off of this thing? Which is something I wouldn't have gotten to do in grad school. Like, if I were lucky, I'd have been able to teach creative writing. Or if I'd been lucky, I would have been able to teach English. If I'd been very lucky, I would have been able to teach um, creative writing. And I want to try and do. I don't know if I'll have the energy to really look into it, but I really want to do like editing. Yeah, hey, I mean, I might take you up on that. Although to be fair, the main piece I've got in mind right now, you've already seen. That's the first one I'm gonna try with. Yeah. I mean, I'm discovering that I have a huge passion for editing. The same, and it's the same passion I have for teaching. So I don't know how much that actually is a thing, but I would enjoy being an editor that was like through the entire process. Yes! I hadn't thought of it in those terms before, but yes, exactly that. Okay, so now we actually gotta think design again. Because I want the bubble vaders be on either side of this pillar here. I just gotta decide how I want to hold them in. I would say iron bars, but I don't have the iron for that. I need so many hoppers. Ooh, what if? Yes, okay. Because of charm, I can make copper bars. Which honestly might even look nicer for this. Okay, so let's go do that. Okay, yeah, and if I go for a while without responding to the chat, it's because I'm trying to do something that I know is going to get cut into a clip later, and I need to get not distracted. So yeah, if I don't answer you for a bit, it is because I am essentially recording a clip while streaming. I didn't need to come in here, I had an end chest. Oh, you had to say those words. You had to say those words, Riley. In a positive way, sorry. Don't know how that came across. The blue. Darn it. If I could remember all the materials I need. I do really like blue. Not quite as much as purple, but mostly because it put a design in my head. Apparently I gotta deal with pockets first, and it is day 6. I noticed for once. Oh, right. Stuff doesn't go here anymore. No. At least drop the, dirt and grass. And that gives us some I'm gonna need one of these. I'm gonna need one of these. Yeah. I'm gonna need help as well. I'm not turning around again. I'll go get it when I'm done with this. Before I forget. But yeah, while I'm putting this floor in, editing stuff. Yeah, it's the main reason I would have trouble with the concept is that I don't have the energy for the level of self-promotion that ends up being required for a lot of that sort of stuff if you're not doing it with an organization. I'm gonna have to go get more left. Yep. Mm-hmm. yeah, no, the main short story I've got in mind for publishing, you've already read. I'm sure you remember Silas still. Well, you still got the document. You're welcome to. It's been through workshop and no one had any comments for me other than one thing is a little bit vague. Which I expected because it went through an intro to short story workshop. I'm literally only in that class because I needed something to film. I needed credit hours to be a full-time student this semester. Because, like, graduating senior creative writing major, been through a whole bunch of these workshops. I didn't expect to... Oh my gosh. Gosh darn it. Hold on. My tablet got unplugged. Mini cat? Hey. Tiny creature. I love you dearly, but you're immense. World is dead. Okay, now that I can see my screen again. Minnie, you have to let me roll back up to my desk, please. Okay. All the audio still good? Let me run a check really quick. Yes, yes. Yes, okay. Fantastic. You can hear me still? Perfect. Yeah, my tablet got unplugged. Which is strictly a secondary monitor, so I figured it would just be visual and I just need to replug it, but still. But yeah, like I said, you're welcome to... You are welcome to poke at that as an editor if you'd like. I will warn you, pretty much everything has, on pretty much anything I write, has a lot of deliberation put into it, so it's very difficult to get me to change my mind, but I am always happy to hear opinions. So yeah, the moment... The moment you said blue with copper, I had this blue and white checkered thought in my head. And then I need to figure out. I don't know if I told you, this semester I had one of my professors commenting on 2 out of 2 writing assignments going, yeah, there isn't much change between your draft and your final version, and it's when you turn in the first version for workshop, it's really polished. So I'm kind of concerned you're just turning in old work again. Like, dude, no, I just polish my work before I give it to anyone else, and then it's hard to change my mind because I put so much deliberate thought into it, already making it the best I can think of. Well, we'll just use stone as a temporary scaffolding so we can get the bars in place. Yeah, we're gonna use these bars to contain the water. Alongside this central pillar. Yeah. Nope. Out of bars. Why did I tower with blocks when I literally have scaffolding? Yeah, it's lapis and quartz. You can blame Riley for the suggestion of blue. And the moment I heard blue, because it's, I'm sure you can see them in my hotbar right now. Copper bars to keep the water in for these bubble vaders. Normally I would do it with iron, but I do not have the iron for that. So I'm taking advantage of the charm feature of extra bar types. Because copper is so abundant and there's nothing to do with it in the base game anyway. basically nothing to do with it in the base game anyway. Placing bars is so tedious. But yeah, the other advantage of not having grad school this year is more time to focus on streaming and videos, because I would not be able to. I might be able to keep up with my current level if I had a grad program this year, but I wouldn't be able to do more, which I really want to. If nothing else, I really want to get through the backlog of Seasons Turn stuff, because it's at almost a year of backlog. And that's a little bit ridiculous. Yeah, breaking the code is also something I want to do. It's like, I want to try, I've been meaning for a while to do a blog with all of my writing things. Like, because I mentioned once I had like 11,000 words of writing advice on a writing server I was on. And I'd love to organize all of that into actual essays and posts, which, would also look really good on a creative writing CV. Yeah, I know you've talked about that before. Yeah, I just don't have the time. I've tried. And with the mental effort it takes to reorganize things from a little bit of ranting to an actual finished. Because the stuff I've got is pieces of a conversation with individual writers. And what I want to do is expand it into general articles on the subject. And with the mental energy that takes, I can't do it with on top of everything else I've got going. So yeah, if I can get half the stuff done this year that I want to, I will have a much nicer CV. Downside is it means I do have to ask people for recommendation letters again next year, which is going to be fun, but it'll be fine. But yeah, the only hazard with like breaking the code as a thing is that to use that as a credit, I would have to attach it to my legal name. Which wouldn't be the end of the world. It would just make me hesitate because it's already so heavily attached to this brand. And I've been very careful so far not to connect this brand with my legal name at all. That information doesn't need to be out there. Yeah, I do that sort of thing a lot as well, which is like why there's no connection between the names, brands, whatever, but it's most relevant to this brand, which is why it's associated with it. That just unfortunately also means that if I want to use it as part of my CV, I have to acknowledge it and attach it to my legal name. Which I may or may not do. Especially because considering the main thing writing grad programs want to see from you is that you've finished things. And an ongoing comic doesn't do much for that. Oh my gosh, it's day 7. I am a disaster. Okay, I'm gonna empty my pockets here. As much as I can. We'll take that back. Won't hurt one hand. Yeah, I really like it. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for that center. I could just do another copper bar, but that doesn't feel right. I feel like a solid block. Alright, let's go. Eighth part. See you, and I don't like it. Why we do this? There we go. I don't know if I hit a wall or if that hoggling clipped me midair. Alright. Back to netherite mining. Which is our window to just chat about anything and everything. Because this entire day in the video is a time lapse. Day 7, time lapse because it's a long task. So we just get to chat about whatever because none of the audio is making it into the video anyway. Oh, I've gone too far. Hello, tiny child. Go away, please. Yep, parent. Gotta hang out with the parent. Oh wait, I never finished the last one. Yeah, I had to stop digging really early on. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? If I'd gone 2 seconds longer last week. What even is my life? This is ancient debris, which you smelt it down and it turns into netherite scrap, which when combined with gold makes a netherite ingot, which is how you upgrade tools and gear from diamond to netherite. So this block is what I'm looking for. It's why I'm down here mining in the first place. It can be pretty hard to find. A couple of weeks ago, or maybe last week, I don't remember, I was mining out to get enough for a full set of gear to replace Gladys because it was lost in a tragic accident. And it took me about 4.5 hours to get 40 debris, which is what you need for a full set of gears and tools. Gear and tools. Well, okay, technically you need 44 because I forgot about a hoe. And it would be 48 if you wanted a second axe, but... Oh, that wasn't done on stream. That was a server I don't usually stream. It just happened to be immediately before, or like the day before or something. So the day before the day before my season's turn stream. Yeah, because I got so caught up in that, I forgot to do my, my blank canvas stream. So if anyone was wondering why there wasn't a blank canvas stream last week, it's because I was busy buying Gladdy clothes, basically, in a video game. I still want to know how you died to a zombie at spawn in netherite armor, but yeah. Hey, at least your zombie was an adult. Oh, that's right. I forgot you're half health. Right. Never mind. Question withdrawn. But anyway, yeah, oh my god, I got so many plans for this year. And if it weren't for the fact that I don't have class, I would think I'd be trying to give myself too much. I might be trying to give myself too much anyway, but not having class will be huge. Because at most, I'm going to have the one class I'm teaching once a week. Probably online, because that school building is so inaccessible. Ooh, more debris. I think I have enough for 2 ingots now. I've got 3 scrap already, and that's 5. Yeah, okay, that's enough for 2 ingots. Nice. Like, yeah, like when I talk about that building being inaccessible, I mean, it is, wow, okay, processing issue, I guess. Um, there isn't even a ground floor. The entrance is at a half level and you have to take stairs up or down. Every single entrance to that building is on a half level. Yeah, thankfully, the my building, all of my classes are in one building because I'm so far into my degree. Um, yeah. All of my classes are in one building, and thankfully, I can get into that building. In a very inconvenient way, but I can at least get into it. Um, but yeah, no, the building that I would be teaching at, if I were teaching in person, is, yeah. I still might see if I can set it up to be in person, because I think that would be better for me than trying to teach entirely online. But it would be like I'd have to go up the stairs to go in, I'd have to go down the stairs to go out, and we'd have to make sure my chair would even fit through the doorways. Oh, are you kidding me? This is not funny. There we go. When you accidentally throw the pickaxe over the chest that you can't break. Yeah, I'm so lucky that the worst of my issues didn't... Well, okay, let me take it back. I didn't realize I had issues, so I just kind of powered through them, which means I wasn't really... It's not really lucky, but... whatever. The one semester I had to get a class at the heart of main campus, and then run to catch a shuttle, because 15 minutes later I had to be in a building off campus. So, like, I would be in a class on, I think it was the 3rd floor of a building in the heart of North Campus, basically. Like, almost to the north edge of campus. And then 15 minutes later, I would have to be in a building past the south edge of campus. It was fun. It was fun. That was the semester I was reminded that I do have exercise-induced asthma. Ah, yeah. Alright, I think we're gonna go ahead and head back once we get out of this tunnel. We'll see if we have time to actually, make this netherite. I don't think we'll have time to plant items, but we might at least have time to make it. Still hug. Which is why we fly. Hit the ceiling, don't hit the ceiling, don't hit the ceiling. Oh my gosh! Did y'all see that? Oh my gosh! It's never gonna happen again. Okay, we can at least run it for next week. We're out of time. Appreciated. Thank you. Anyway, that is, in fact, the pink of sunrise. So that is going to be it for this week of Season's Turn. We'll see y'all again next week for the first week of spring. Yes, I know it's coming late. I'm behind, still working on that event to catch up. That will probably end up coming after the school year ends. I've got like 6 more weeks left, including finals week. So we'll have to see about exactly how that's gonna go. Next week, Friday, KE, unless something else comes up for one of us or both of us or whatever. Exact time, undecided. We'll have to get back to you. Probably keep Twitter updated. Next Saturday, hopefully I will actually get an art stream done. And, you know, my body will stop trying to murder me and let me do things. And, of course, next Sunday, 6 p.m., back here for spring. But that is going to be it for today. So I will see y'all next week. Bye-bye.